Welcome back to the channel. This is Take 5. My name is Luke, and today I'm going to be talking about The Wonder, which is currently streaming on Netflix. It is an hour and 48 minutes, rated R for some sexuality, but I will give a heads up that a lot of this film does deal with some eating disorders, so I could see that being triggering to some. So The Wonder is a tale of two strangers who transform each other's lives. It's a psychological thriller and a story of love pitted against evil. This is directed by Sebastian Lelio and stars Florence Pugh, Tom Burke, and Kíla Lord Cassidy. Watched this last night with my wife, and this is one I didn't know too much about. I remember this released on Netflix in November. Just took me a little bit to get to this one, but I'm glad that I did because this is a very fascinating film. It is a slower moving film, so that could work for some. It may put this off for some. In terms of when it comes to like any negativity I have about this, I do think the pacing kind of hurt this film in some ways, but the ideas around what's going on kept me intrigued. I will say this film is beautifully shot. This is a period piece film. This is set, I believe, in Northern Ireland, if I believe correctly. We have Florence Pugh, who her character is Wright, which is a nurse, and she is being sent to basically watch a young child who has not eaten for many, many months. So we're getting the structure around this is really fascinating because we're getting a lot of different things. We're getting a lot of different viewpoints because we have the core physician who believes that this is some sort of miracle, this spectacle. And it's really trying to figure out like, well, what is his motive to all of this, because he's viewing this as this great grand miracle, which is bringing in all these other people who want to witness this because they've never heard of someone so young surviving for months without eating anything. But he's also a physician, so he is curious to see what could actually be going on. So he brings in two people to watch this young girl through various shifts. Florence Pugh's character, Wright, is one of them, who is a nurse, and then he also brings in another character, which is a nun. So we're getting this good mixture of religion versus, I guess the best way to say it is non-religion, of like, what is the practical reasons for what's going on. The young girl is also extremely religious, and a lot of the reasonings around that are unveiled as we get more into the answers later on in the third act of this film. But it seems like such a simple job. Just go sit around and watch this girl and kind of monitor and report back with whatever I find. But as Wright is focusing on this girl, she's focusing on the family as well, and seeing that there could be some strange things going on. And I'll kind of leave it at that because I don't want to get into spoilers, because this is a movie you really need to focus on what's going on, especially with some of the other characters. We have Tom Burke, who plays Will Byrne, who is a journalist who has traveled to basically write an article or a story around this girl. And stories is a big element. What's really different about this film is we do get moments where it's breaking the fourth wall, and it's kind of setting up, you know, this bigger picture. And I think as a viewer, you'll easily see what's going on. But as we get into a lot of the little details of what's going on between Will and Lib and Anna, it's really fascinating about these relationships, and then even the relationship with Anna and her family and all of that as it's unveiled later on in the film. So I do think everything with the score, with how this movie is shot, with the performances, this is definitely a very strong performance from Florence Pugh. I think her film run for 2022 has been really solid. If you've watched my video for Don't Worry Darling, I'm a big fan of that film. And this one I really enjoy as well. I think overall, I probably respect a lot of the decisions around this overall story versus the execution of it. I do think the pacing did hurt this in a lot of ways, and I am generally a fan of like more of the slow burn-esque films, but there was enough here to keep me intrigued and keep me watching. So definitely check this out before I get to the score. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like this video. That's going to help this channel go a long way. And drop me a note in the comment. Did you watch this? Did you enjoy it? What were some of the highlights of this film for you? So The Wonder, very fascinating film, very intriguing stories with great performances, great music, great shots. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. I think a lot of people could enjoy this. I don't think it's for everyone, but I'm very curious if you watched it. What did you think of it? Thanks so much for checking out this video. I'm doing basically a Netflix reviews today, so I'll be back later this afternoon to talk about Troll, which is also currently streaming on Netflix. So thanks so much once again, and we'll see you later today.